What is it like to have PTSD? Everyone's experience is different, just as the trauma that got you there. But for me, I had terrible insomnia. That is, I'd be absolutely exhausted physically, yearning for sleep, and yet so wound up, so agitated that I couldn't relax. There were so many nights I'd crawl into bed. I am so tired. I know I'll get to sleep tonight. And then 45 minutes later, realize I was still awake. My brain was churning with thoughts, and I'd be staring at the ceiling. Mornings were hard after bad sleep, and I used to be a morning person. I didn't have any energy, and I found it really difficult just to get moving, or to get my mind in gear. I felt like I was underwater or floating in a bubble, watching the world, but somehow separated from it or not part of it. It was unsettling, it was disorienting, and I felt very isolated. Uh, when at work, it was really hard to concentrate. It was hard to learn new things. I might read something or be given some instructions and they'd sort of slide right through my head and out the other side. My short-term memory seemed to have just disappeared. It was frustrating, it was embarrassing, and it was humiliating to feel so messed up. I often felt anxious and physically restless, agitated, sort of full of restless energy and exhausted at the same time. My brain was often churning with thoughts, bad memories, or imagining all sorts of terrible things that could go wrong, both reasonable based on things that had happened, and also completely irrational things. Sometimes I had flashbacks to frightening times when my husband was drinking and volatile. It wasn't simply thinking about the past, it was much more vivid. Now I know my body was reliving those times as if they were still happening. Adrenaline would pump through me and my heart would race. Life was a really exhausting struggle. I didn't even know what to call this. I didn't know I had PTSD until I was a couple years into recovery. And burnout is a lot the same without the flashbacks. Thank goodness I got some help and started the process of understanding what was happening to me and then healing. My healing journey wasn't a straight line. I don't think it is for anyone. However, I do help others with my workshops so that they can move from struggle to understanding to healing faster than I did. And helping others gives me a sense of meaning for being able to use the skills that I've learned in going through what I've gone through. And my goal is to give others a toolbox of mental health management skills so that they can move from survive to actually thriving.